Welcome to the Unprofessional Parenting Podcast, and on today's episode, we are going to give a holiday recap, some of the things that we experienced in the past couple months here in our family to share these stories with you.
We talk about all things Christmas in our home and what it looks like to raise, foster, and adoptive children who might have some tension and some struggles around the holidays. We also talk about what you as a foster or adoptive parent can do to support your children through that time, and what you can do even if you're just a member of the village of those families. Everyone plays a part in helping children grow healthy attachments.
Let's get to this episode. Welcome to Unprofessional Parenting. We're your hosts, Matt and Lainey.
I'm Lainey, a licensed clinical social worker with over a decade of experience working in child welfare.
And I'm Matt, with more than 10 years working in church ministry. And together, we're foster and adoptive parents who know firsthand that parenting is anything but perfect.
We're here to laugh, learn, and share the real side of raising foster and adoptive kids. Parenting isn't about being perfect, it's about showing up even when you feel completely unprofessional at it.
So let's get into today's conversation. Welcome back to another episode of the Unprofessional Parenting Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Lainey.
And we are back. We're back. We're back. We back. We back. We back. Season 2 of the Unprofessional Parenting Podcast.
Yep.
So excited for this year.
Mm-hmm.
We took a little bit of a break recently due to...
It was called the holidays.
The holiday season. Yes, the holiday season. The hustle and bustle, the great Christmas music, the holiday festivities.
Yes, we didn't record for a few weeks to listen to Christmas music.
That's all we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, we can't film today. Sorry. We're listening to
another
Jingle Bell
version
Rock.
Of Justin
It's all
Bieber.
the same music. It's all the same music. Just everybody redoes it. Anyway, we don't have to get into that. But yes, we are back for our first episode of the year of our Lord 2026.
Yeah.
We're excited. We got some good things going on.
Yeah.
So holiday season, we've talked about this before in the past. It kind of brings about some weird feelings in our family. Not so much from us, but just things that we notice in our home and in our children and their minds and their hearts during this time of year. You want to talk a little bit about that for a second?
Yeah, it always gets a little weird. I don't know. It doesn't, you can't really name it. I don't think the kids even realize that. It's not like a conscious thing for them.
No, it's not like, hey, holiday season is here. Let me flip the switch in my mind.
Yeah,
know?
They're not like, I hate Christmas. I'm going to act out now.
In fact, they love Christmas.
They love Christmas. It's like their favorite. Yeah, I mean, this is their favorite time of year. They're kids.
Yeah. One of our daughters started listening to Christmas music the day after Halloween.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say Thanksgiving. I was like, no, she was listening to it way before Thanksgiving.
No.
Which is like a big rule in our house. Like I don't do Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And she was like, I don't really care.
I'm gonna go listen to it in secret and defy your orders.
She's like, whatever. So yeah, it just, I don't know. This season, Christmas itself was awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
I feel like we always have really great Christmas days.
Yes.
Man, kids have so much fun. Like we love being together as a family. Like everything on Christmas is always spectacular. But it's like leading up to, our kids tend to fall apart a little bit.
You just sense something different in the air.
Yeah.
Different in their emotions and their reactions. And I think that there's like a subconscious thing that's happening and going on in their minds and in their hearts of like, this is a weird time of year for us, it's a weird
family,
time for them. Yeah, for family.
100%.
Or the version of family that they have now.
Yeah, I think I felt this year, probably more than any other year, just a lot of intentional distance that they were putting between us.
Mm-hmm. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I also think probably you more than me, because you are much more of like a emotional bonding person.
Emotional bonding person.
I don't know how to describe it. You're just much more relational.
EBP, emotional bonding person.
Yeah.
That's me and the family. Love it.
You are a much more relational person than
I wear
am.
my emotions on my sleeve.
Yeah, and you care really, really deeply about strong relational bonds.
I do.
So anyway, I think this year you really tried to press in on that more.
Yep.
And there was just a greater resistance from all three of our kids in that pressing in that is happening at the holiday season.
Right. Well, I think the holiday season brings about even the air of culture of like, this is the time where families get together.
Yeah.
Like it is family time. Families do things together. Family. And I think it's just a reiteration in our kids' minds and their hearts that family looks a lot different and feels a lot different than what they probably imagine for their lives and what their friends are walking through too.
Oh yeah. And adoption came up a lot the past couple months. The topic of adoption, like I think even in talking about the Christmas story, we talk about Jesus being adopted by Joseph. We like us being adopted into the family. Like the theme of adoption was just so prevalent. They talked a lot more about their biological parents than they have previously.
Yep.
They asked a lot more questions about like whys, like why am I here instead of there? What really happened? There was just a lot of emphasis and tension around them being adopted, them not being with biological family anymore.
Yeah.
And then us, like, now what am I supposed to do with you guys?
Right. And I even noticed it more so in our son, who has very emotional reactions to things a lot of times. Gets very angry and frustrated very quickly, especially when things aren't going his way. And the amount of...
Honestly, same though.
Yeah.
Can't blame him.
Yeah, takes after you. But the amount of de-escalating conversations that we had with him during the season to try to get him down from the tipping point that he was at, a lot of the things that he verbalized to us was that he either missed biological family or my life is so messed up. It shouldn't be like this. My life is already ruined when he was, taken from biological parents. And so he vocalized those things, which, and again, we've had de-escalating conversations with him in the past year leading up to Christmas where none of those things were vocalized.
Right.
But it came out during Christmas time. And again, I think it's because the family aspect of it is like it's just such a prevalent thing in culture of like this is family time, and you just feel it.
They're also out of their routines. Like
100%.
they're literally in the house with us, like 10 times more hours of the day than they typically are. They're out of school. Our work schedules ramp up right before Christmas, but like right around Christmas time and after, like we're home almost every day.
Yeah, we're hanging.
So we just were together a lot more.
Yeah.
Which, just gives people time to think.
Right. Well, I think my favorite thing, obviously, about the Christmas season and the holiday season was Christmas, obviously.
Yeah,
right?
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, we wake up, we do the little breakfast thing at the house, eat some cinnamon rolls. The kids open gifts. Their Santa gifts at the house. Then we travel to my brother-in-law, your brother's house, and they do gifts there from your family.
Right.
And then we go and we hang out with your extended family. And then after your extended family, we come back to our house and my parents come over to the house.
Yeah.
So it's like this an entire day arc start to finish of family time, reiteration of family. And man, I felt on Christmas, obviously, there are gifts involved, so it changes the mood a little bit. But at the same time, I do feel like there was a deep dive from our kids into leaning into what family looks like now.
Yeah.
And I think they really...
But that was after like
really
2 months of like a lot of tension. We had several conversations in which they would walk away upset at us that we are their parents now.
Yeah.
Like verbalized, I don't like that you're my mom and dad right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. I wish it was different.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of that verbalization leading up to Christmas Day where there was kind of like a deep breath.
Yeah. And again, I think it was almost like the family thing hit on the day finally came.
Yeah.
And it's like they were enjoying our family as family.
Yeah.
They didn't see your mom and dad as some strange people. They were like, no, these are my grandparents. And see my parents like that. These are my grandparents. These are my aunt and uncle. This is my cousin. And so it's like, it was, again, it was all culminating to that day. And since then, we've had a couple of instances here and there. But man, just family time during the season is a strain. And if you're listening out there and you're a foster parent or adoptive parent, you probably have walked through this as well, right? You've felt the tension during the holiday season, maybe even from yourself of like, I'm feeling it myself as a foster parent, not a biological parent, stepping into this season, being a figure in this child's life as a guardian or a parent. And this is probably not the ideal life that this child in my home had for themselves.
No, it's like not their fault either.
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm not saying, I'm not blaming.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
parents.
It's not their idea of what they wanted. It's not what they predicted in life. But we even had a conversation leveling with them at one point. I was like, yeah, this is not what I thought my life would look like either.
Right.
Like, hey, we're all on different pages of the same book here.
Yes.
Like, I also had no idea that I would be adopting 3 older children.
Yeah.
That I've never known as babies. Like, I literally, so I don't know. It's like, sometimes I think as parents, it's beneficial to level with them and be like, yeah, man, I wasn't expecting this either. This is pretty freaking crazy that we're in this situation together, huh?
Here we are.
Like, let's move forward and make the most of it.
Right.
And I think us, like, pat on our backs. Yeah. I think one of the reasons that our kids are able to like come down from those stressful mountaintops and like take deep breaths on Christmas Day and enjoy family time is because we don't let those feelings that they have like explode our world.
Right.
Like it does frustrate us. Like there are times when I'm in the bedroom crying because of things that they have said to me.
Yes.
But like that overall doesn't destroy our relationship.
Yep.
Like I'm still gonna wake up on Christmas morning. I'm still gonna cook you cinnamon rolls, and your gifts are gonna be wrapped so good. And I am going to sit there with a smile on my face, and I'm gonna be so excited for our moment together. Yep. Even though last night you just told me you wished that I wasn't your mom.
Right.
Like it's like those moments. I'm still gonna show up, and I'm still gonna be really excited and hopeful that this moment is gonna be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to push through too, right? You just do it.
Yeah.
You are the emotionally mature one.
Hopefully.
Foster parents and adoptive parents. You're the one who are stepping into this role, understanding that there's trauma coming into your home.
Right.
And you are the ones who are saying, you know what, as crazy as it gets in my home, we're still going to normalize it, if you will, as much as we can. And I'm going to make sure that this is the best thing for the child that's in my home. Like I'm going to strive to have almost excellence and perfection for this because our kids deserve it. Yeah. They deserve it. They absolutely deserve normalcy on those holidays. So let's fast forward a little bit. Christmas, we decided to come together, have a conversation about what we wanted to get the kids for Christmas this year. And it was pretty easy for us to pick that out. We enjoy experiences with our children more than we do like getting them physical gifts. Well, for one, if we got our son anything, it would be broken in the next 2 weeks.
Break immediately.
And if we got our daughters anything physical, it'd probably go to the back of their closet and just sit
immediately.
There. Exactly. So we like to do experiences with our kids. Like I think it's one of those things. We're going to talk about that today a little bit about bonding and attachment, which I'm excited about. We're going to revisit that subject because I think it's so important. But we decided that we were going to get Disney passes, the most magical place on the earth. Disney, Walt Disney World. I don't know if it's the most magical.
It is.
But we decided we were going to get Disney passes for our family. A couple of reasons why we did this. Number one, again, we like experience.
We love draining our bank accounts.
Yes, we hate money.
Literally
and
love being broke.
We decided, but it's one of those things where, again, for our context and for those of you who are out there, foster and adoptive families, you will understand that a financial investment in something like this is absolutely worth it if you can do it. And so, we're not eating out this.
I know, we literally
for the next year and a half. We're not getting
ramen
coffee.
Noodles
exactly.
Every day.
We had ramen last night, which was delicious, by the way. But it's one of those things where it's like, you know what? We decided that this was going to be a family gift and something that we can lean into and invest in the attachment and the bonding process that's happening.
Yeah,
in
we've
our
talked
home.
about before how we did this a few years ago. We were gifted this a few years ago.
Yes.
And
Thankfully.
it was monumental in our family.
Huge.
Growing in and bonding together.
Yep. Yeah, because you go and you have a shared experience together. Right. I mean, that's what I think a lot of it comes down to is the shared experience in something. And so you leave, you drive to Orlando, you have the drive there. It's always, fun for those who are sitting in the car, not for the one who's driving it because the traffic is awful. But you get there and you do the whole parking thing, you walking in, the excitement of going into Disney. And then I just think, honestly, shouts out to Disney. I think they do a great job of just having a place that is just so cohesive for families to be a part of there. Like every part about Disney is exciting. Like even the waiting, even the walking, even the dodging the 500,000 strollers that are there. And man, let me just tell you, side note, I've seen some old kids in these strollers that need to be walking around. Right. I'm just saying. There's a point where you're like, listen, Junior, you're 8 years old. You're going to be walking around Disney now. Like, it's good for you.
You can't make that judgment out loud because now people are going to be like commenting like, my son has hip dysplasia and can't walk long distances.
Is he a greyhound? I mean, come on. Is your son a literal? Anyway,
there's always going to be a reason someone's like, don't judge my kid.
I get it. But the amount of electric scooters and strollers that are there, it's like dodging traffic, man. It's wild. It's a Frogger going to any. Anyway, but you get there, the whole experience is magical. You go on rides together. You share excitement together. You have conversations in line together. Like there is a waiting process for these rides, and I found that like we play games together, we have fun together, we talk about life together, as reluctant as it is. But in a place like that where you're not at home in a bedroom or something like that, like trying to lean into life and talk about the things of the future, I just think that it's so good. It's such a good experience. And those shared experiences together bring about this bonding and attachment process. Like, and that is such an important thing in the life of a foster child or an adoptive child in your home is this bonding and attachment. You want to talk about that for a little bit? Yeah.
Where you want to go with it?
I just want to talk about how, let's talk about the bonding process, like maybe some things that we've experienced in our home, what bonding actually is, and why it's important to, as an adult, as a foster parent or adoptive parent, to have your mind tuned in towards those things to be able to help promote unity and family in the home.
Yeah, well, it's important to remember that at the very foundation of a foster and or adoptive child's relational skills is like a baseline of relational trauma. And so there's always going to be issues with attachment, like healthy attachment. It's gonna be something that you are going to have to continuously and consistently fight for and do intentional things to create healthy attachment. Yeah. Because they've been disrupted. Like even if they never experienced trauma in their entire life, just being taken away from a birth family is relational disruption and trauma. Yeah. But like obviously we know kids are taken from their birth families because there has been trauma there. So it's like,
so it's the double.
Right. So there's a lot there for these kids. And especially with our situation, we got all three of these kids at such an older stage of life. There's just a lot of years there of mistrust. Yeah. And like not trusting that an adult is going to do what they say, or not trusting that an adult is going to stay safe and be consistent and be stable, so it just takes time. Or, I mean, you look at it this way also is, girls coming into the home at what they were 10 and 9 and 10. Yeah. 9 and 10. It was 8 and 10, but yeah. 8 and 10. Okay. Well, we got there. But that's 8 and 10 years of relationship with biological family. That's now
not there anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
And what's interesting? We've known each other as of 2026. We have known each other for 10 years.
Right.
That's like our entire relationship.
Exactly.
That they had with their birth family.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. The amount that you and I have grown in our relationship and how we know each other and how we relate to each other in our marriage, that's like the same amount of time that our daughters had with their biological family, like mom and dad. And so to be removed from that situation, to be pulled out of a home, again, experiencing things in the home that they shouldn't have experienced as a, 8 and 10-year-old, and all throughout their life, but like being pulled from that relationship, being in their mind, whether this is written on the wall or not, but like having a separation of a relationship with biological family and now being forced into relationship with adoptive/foster family is such a wild swing of the pendulum. It creates so much confusion, so much frustration.
And we weren't their first
anger.
foster placement.
Exactly.
They were disrupted a couple times before they came to us.
Right. And so I mean, think about the reestablishing of relationship. Think about can I trust adults in this? Can the adults who are watching me truly actually love me, make the right decisions for their life, so on and so forth. And so you're taken out of that and you're put into this. And this is where we come in of like, we're walking into our first foster placement, like, I'm going to be silly and goofy. This is my thought process. Probably not yours.
That's not mine.
I'm going to be silly and goofy, and I'm going to make sure that these kids know that I love them right off the bat, and that we're going to love each other and have a great time with each other and grow with each other. And then it's like, you get a year in and you're like, wait a second. I don't know if they like me. I don't even know if they even like have truly opened up their own hearts in their own lives to like allow us to come in and fill some of those holes.
Yeah.
And it's a reluctance there. So we're continuously thinking, like you said, we're continuously thinking and planning on our end because we know that there is not a dysfunction there, but like, again, the holes of the heart that are there. And we're constantly trying to think about how can we create experiences. Can we have conversation? Can we reassure that to these kids that they're loved, they're safe, and that they can trust us?
Yeah. Well, that goes back to the basics, and this is scientific. This is research based.
Give us some science.
When
tell us the science.
I will. I don't know the way you
launch
said
into
that.
it.
Tell
You
us
got
the
it.
science, ladies. Okay. So when a baby is born, you think of like the way God created babies to attach to their mommies is by constantly bidding for needs. Like they always have needs, right? They cry when they're hungry. They cry when they need their diaper changed, right? And so every time mom responds to that need, attachment in their brain starts to grow and starts to grow. Well, a lot of times, I mean, our kids that are coming from trauma don't always have that consistent need being met. So from day one, kids with traumatic childhoods are having disruptions in not understanding what a child to caregiver, like child to mom or child to dad relationship should look like. And then we've been taught in so many of our classes and all the books we've read.
Yes, professionals.
One of the ways to create that attachment with your child is to consistently meet their needs. Like it's about consistency. It's about showing up. It's about being reliable, having routine. So when your child has a need, you're meeting that need.
Yeah.
But like if you think about a baby, how many needs do they have over the course of like the first few years of their lives? Like millions.
All needs.
Millions of bids for their mother and father to meet their needs.
Yeah.
So like this, when you now have a child in your home as a foster child or you adopt a child, like that attachment is not just going to magically build.
Yep.
Definitely not overnight. But I mean, let's be really realistic here. Like it's not going to develop in a year either.
Yeah. We're 6 years in.
Yeah. Like we're talking a long time of consistent. Now we've come a long way. Like our attachment with our kids has come a long way. So, so it's not like it's still at zero.
Yeah.
But it just takes a really long time. We also have biology working against us.
Yep.
Like there are literal biological hormones and chemicals during the birth process, after the birth process, that creates a pathway for attachment between a child and its mother specifically, we're working against that too. And I actually have I tell the girls this all the time when the subject comes up. They do talk about how much they miss their family. And there's this longing. And I think one of them in particular might even be mad at herself for having this desire.
Yeah.
And I do see this resentment she has towards her own feelings of why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
She struggles between why am I missing someone that hurt me so much?
Sure.
She's very angry with them, but then also misses them.
It's massive tension.
Yeah. And so she gets really frustrated with that and doesn't know how to cope with that. But it's in those moments, I'm no, this is literally how God created your body.
Yep.
God intended for a child to be super biologically connected to its mom.
Yeah.
That's just your body is doing exactly what God created it to do.
Right.
The disruption has come in the sin that came after God's perfect design, and the disruption and the trauma that came after that's causing this now tension and friction in your life. But that's something, that biological bond is something that us as adoptive parents work so, I don't know if working hard against is the right phrase, but it's something that we don't have in our favor.
Yeah.
We do not have biological connection to our children, and they do not have biological connection to us.
Yeah.
So it just makes it difficult.
Yeah. So that tension does exist. But I do want to say again, I do think that you and I have rearranged our lives, rightfully so, and not reluctantly either. I would like to say that at this point.
Right.
Not reluctantly either, because we love our kids. We absolutely love them. And we want them to know that we love them as well. Right. And so I do think that we have tried our best, and this is, again, not perfection here, but progress of just living a life that that is welcoming and filling those moments of need and trust in our kids' lives.
Right.
Of we are intentionally planning our lives to where we can be there for them when they need us.
Right.
Right. I remind my kids this all the time. It's Lainey and I have never missed picking you up from school before. I've never missed a football game for my son. We never missed a dance recital for our girls. We, reluctantly, frustratingly, drive through traffic at 5:30 p.m. in Pinellas County to pick our daughter up from basketball cheer. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things, and I think that's the easiest way to help build that bonding and attachment is man, we are showing up. We are there. We are consistent. And there is a basis of trust being formed here to help. So I would say to foster parents and adoptive parents out there, if you are feeling like bonding and attachment is taking forever for you, just know progress over perfection. Progress over perfection. It's not instant. It's not instantaneous.
It's also not linear.
Yeah, and you are absolutely not failing unless you are completely neglecting and disregarding your children.
Right.
It's not a failure. Every step that you take, every decision that you make, it sounds like a song. Every step you do is forming this attachment with your kids and you. It is helping. So keep it up even when it's frustrating, even when it's exhausting. Go for it.
Yeah.
You got to lean in.
It's about showing up consistently. It's about the quality time, making moments for your family to be together, to bond together.
Yeah.
But I think in the same respect, it's also about knowing when to step back a little bit and let your kids breathe and let them process through.
They got to be able to work out stuff in their own lives too. Yeah. That's healthy.
And I just think we went through a season recently of really pressing in on bond with us. Yeah. And we saw that it was overwhelming them a little bit.
It got to a point where we hit that. Yeah. We hit that wall.
It hit the wall of kind of they were just okay, stop. I can't process this as fast as you're wanting me to. They didn't say that obviously, but you have to be in tune with what the signals your kids are giving you. And so you have to know when to take a couple steps back Give them time alone, especially if you've got older kids, teenagers. Let them freaking sit in their room for like a couple hours by themselves if they want
Listen to music, read a book, disassociate. Come
Right.
back.
Like
Yeah.
you can't always be like, it's a balance. It's a dance.
Right.
Such as everything in life.
Ebb and flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowing when to bond, when to have quality time, when to be with them, but then also understanding that there are moments that they need to themselves to process and work through things.
Yep. And creating moments where your kids look forward to those bonding experiences as well.
Yeah.
I think that's what Disney does for us, to be honest with you. They look forward to those moments.
Of course they do.
They love it.
It's Disney.
They love it. Yeah. We do have several of our listeners who are out there who are not foster parents or adoptive parents, but they might know foster parents and adoptive parents, or they might serve them in some capacity, or they might minister to their kids at church or something along those lines. When we talk about this bonding and attachment process, as we are speaking from a foster and adoptive parent perspective, what do you think, and this is a springed on question, I didn't prep you for this before this, but is there anything that they can be looking out for or they can be doing themselves in order to recognize maybe when a child is having an issue or frustration or sense frustration? I'm thinking of like a child care worker who were dropping off our kids on Sunday morning, and it just seems like parent and adoptive / foster kid is like, there's a dead space there. It's like weird. It's like, it feels like there's some sort of something there. Like what can non-foster parents, non-adoptive parents, those who may have touches with foster, whatever, what can they be looking out for, and how can they be serving and helping in the realm of bonding and attachment? It's a good question. It's a good question that I asked you to answer. So I'm going to sit back and let you talk about this for a second.
Well, there's a lot, I think, but I'm trying not to sound cliche either.
Cliche is fine if it's the truth.
I know. Just consistency in those areas is also really important for children.
Yes.
Just like their only attachment is not, or I should say, they don't only have one attachment in life.
Yeah.
Like showing up and seeing a child care worker, showing up every day and seeing the same teacher.
Yeah.
Showing up to the same volunteer or family friend or whatever. Like all of that consistency is also very important for children.
Yeah. Showing up. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the reason they bonded with our extended family so well, because our extended family has shown up consistently for them, come to their games, come to like things like that. So I don't know, the same goes for people outside of the home. Be consistent and be positive and be loving and caring and supportive. I think being supportive of the adoptive parents is also important.
Yep.
Encouraging adoptive parents, foster parents to keep going, praying for them.
Yeah.
That's like, sometimes I hate saying that because it does sound really cliche, but like,
it's a good thing.
Like
support.
God is the author of relational attachment.
Yeah.
Like he is the one that can divinely and miraculously provide it when requested.
Yeah.
So I think just all of those things of consistency is like the word of the episode, like how to build attachments.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Yeah. It's almost as if a foster and adopted child is not just building attachment to the biological parents or the foster and adoptive parents.
Right.
It's almost like they're building attachment to the life and to the environment, to the culture, to the ecosystem of the foster and adoptive parent.
Yes.
And so it literally does take a village. It takes a village. It takes people in the community, people who you will see every single, week or month, to be that consistent voice of encouragement and love and support throughout the whole process, right? Because the child's not just bonding with the foster and adoptive parent. Again, it's the whole system.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of church again, where we have a consistent thing in our lives of routine of waking up Sunday morning. We're going to sit in the service together as a family, worship together as a family, and then our kids go to age-graded ministries. Yeah. Now, I know know when they go to those age graded ministries that my 4th grade son is going to have the same teacher and the same person who's running the ministry who's going to greet them with a smile on their face, ask them how their week's been and all those other things. Just same with our girls who are going to student ministry.
Right.
It's like that consistency. They are bonding to the lifestyle and to the culture and to the ecosystem of the foster and adoptive family.
Right. And what improves attachment is when a child has felt safety.
Yes.
Like they feel safe.
Yep.
They know that they are secure. They know that they're stable. And that doesn't just happen inside the walls of a home, of a house. Now that's like the starting point. So that's
100%.
extremely important that your home is safe for that child.
Yeah.
But it's also really important for a child to know that the whole world that their foster parent or adoptive parent lives in is also safe.
Yeah.
Like I want them to trust me on such an intimate level that like every situation and environment I'm putting you in, you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
And even if I'm not there in that moment, my extended family is safe.
Yeah.
If you go with my parents to go get ice cream, you're still safe.
Yeah.
If you go, like when you go to school, your teachers are safe.
Yeah. Your babysitter's safe.
Your babysitter is a safe person. My friends that are around, when we like have friends over to our house, they're safe people.
Yeah.
Like all of those things, like my world is a safe world.
Yeah.
And every environment that I put you in, you are going to be safe.
Right. Yeah. And that helps, again, just build the foundation of trust in a child's mind and heart towards adoptive and foster families. So if you are an extension of a foster family or adoptive family, and you might even know it, you might be listening to this, but you might have a touch point with a foster family somewhere in your life in the way that you serve or the way that you love or whatever. This is an encouragement to you to be that support, to realize that it does take a village and that you are important in the process as well. You are important in the process as well.
Absolutely.
So that's good. That's really good. Great job answering that.
Thank you so much.
Sprung it on you last second. Well, I think this is a good time to end this episode. But what a way to kick off 2026.
2026.
I'm so excited to be back. Man, we have so much good content this year. We sat down literally a week ago. And
the titles are good. I hope that the content is good.
The content's going to be top notch. We already know that. But we're just excited to get into. We have this whole year planned out, and I can't wait for it. So listen, if you like content like this, we encourage you to like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media at Unprofessional Parenting. Suggest this to your friends. Send this to a foster family or adoptive family that you know. If you're in the world, don't worry about it. Or worry about it and send it. Or if you're not in the world of foster and adoption, just know you might have a touch point somewhere. But it's good to prepare yourself for that. But this has been Matt
and Lainey
with the Unprofessional Parenting Podcast. We can't wait to see you next time.